Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today we are going to be doing a best of 5 against none other than Serge the Grim. He's been a player that I've played against every once in a while. He's pretty competitive, he's pretty good at what he does, and it looks like he's going to be playing a DOT team, kind of DOT stress, but mostly DOT. As a Flagellant, Houndmaster, Antiquarian, Battle Ballad for all these characters, so it is most definitely a DoD team. I'm kind of surprised Flagellant has Crimson Hook and not Hemlock. I would typically bring the Hemlock, but as such is the way of what my opponent is doing, so considering the Hound's Harry and the Harvest and the Festering Vapors, my best play right now is going to be to transform the Abomination and then de-transform and use Beast Pile, because I'll have the extra damage from transformation, I'll now have the horror applying everywhere, and overall I'm going to eat 2 AoEs from it, but maybe 3 AoEs actually, but I feel like getting that extra damage and getting the horror through and also preventing the Flagellant from acting is overall going to be a very, very good idea for us. So I'm gonna drop a command here because all my characters need accuracy. The Flagellant needs the accuracy, the Doggy needs the accuracy if you actually want to hit his team. And this team does have a decent amount of dodge, there's 2 monkey spells, so going for this command is honestly just a wonderful play. He kind of has something similar, he did get 1 crit with that I believe. Yeah, it was only 1 crit, but still a lot of stress being done. Sadly for us. And what should we go for first? I think we go Hound's Harry, because I'd rather drop a Rain of Sorrows on the Jester than on the Flagellant right now, I'm gonna have to say. And we also get a crit in return, which is really good considering that we do have command, so our crit chance is just a little bit better than what he has with that Battle Ballad. But he's not gonna have to use command every now and again, he's only gonna have to use it once, you know, command in form of the Battle Ballad. So, we're gonna drop Rain of Sorrows here, hopefully get to do hits. We do get 2 hits, we also get to bleed on the Jester, so I am gonna have to say this matchup is going kind of a-okay right now, but also not too great, because I'm gonna have a pretty hard time finishing off all his characters quickly, because I'm a stress team, and he has a Flagellant and a lot of DOT kind of just to destroy my Doggy and Man-at-Arms, and I do not have Repulsed with this Man-at-Arms, so it's going to be a little bit rough, but that helps a lot. Getting dodges like that on the Rain of Sorrows helps a whole lot. I'm going to have to say that was probably a huge misplay, because right now I can pretty much prevent both Hound's Harry and Festering Vapors and Harvest, and he definitely would have liked one of those abilities to go through. I don't think I even have a mischance with the Battle Ballads, I mean with the command and the Riches Cloak and the net. So even though Beast Pile has kind of low base accuracy, I have plus 36 right now, so there is no way in hell I am missing those piles. I might miss the repulse because base accuracy is pretty low, but not on an Antiquarian that's gonna hit. It's gonna do 6. That's a pretty decent amount of damage. Also some stress being applied. Sadly, no DOT, but she does have decent blight res, so I cannot really complain about it too much. Now I'm gonna use the bolster because it's gonna be useful against that Flash. It's pretty much gonna cut that accuracy buff in half, and it's also gonna give me some minus stress taken, which is gonna help, because this team does have some collateral damage, some collateral stress damage, if you want to put it that way. So this Doggy right now, I have a feeling he's going to go for a guard dog on someone. I feel like Serge might be that kind of player. I doubt that he's going to go for a Hound's Harry. He might do it, actually, he might do it, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. He's definitely not going to go for a stun anymore, considering what he just did. And I could either drop a Rain of Sorrows here, or I could drop a Hound's Harry first. I think I'm gonna drop a Rain of Sorrows first, just so I do some extra damage to that dog. We kind of want to get him low as quickly as possible, and that is definitely gonna help. That's a lot of stress being output too, that's nice, that's very nice. One very important thing here is that I do not want to get finale'd. There's 2 finale buffs right now, plus the blood red coins, so the Flagellant should be taking like 12 to 20. From that Jester, so we have to be very, very careful with our Flagellant action here, just not to get finale'd, because if we get finale'd, we don't have a way of dealing with his Flagellant, and that's the biggest problem here, is that if we don't have our own Flagellant, we can't deal with his, and we obviously don't want that to happen. So despite the command buff, we still miss that Jester. I guess the base accuracy of Hound's Harry is pretty low, but that is still very saddening, and his Doggy goes fearful, so that's an extra 10 dodge. That's definitely not too good, I'm gonna have to say, definitely not too good. I still have 1 command buff. If that hits, it's gonna drop me down to 0. It does hit, it also gets the crit on the MAA, so he's gonna drop down to 0 as well. I could make the Antiquarian deal 0 damage, maybe if I get a Battle debuff, or if she just goes Fearful or something of the likes. We're gonna have to wait and see to actually figure out what happens here. I think my first play here is gonna be to drop another Hansari. It's gonna do some very decent amount of stress. It's maybe gonna drop that Jester down to 0 if we get a good hit on him. If we do get a hit, obviously. We do get a hit, but sadly we missed the doggy. Ah, that's pretty bad. I would have loved getting some extra stress on that doggy right now, but we do not. But the Jester is gonna drop down to 0, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good, I'm gonna have to say. You can't really finale either of my characters as of right now, so I am happy with this situation. It's also a lot of horror and a lot of stress being applied. She's gonna go fetching favorites into the riposte, gets an immediate death blow. I guess those do happen, and we also get an immediate death blow with the 25%, so his was double as likely than mine, but I guess we take those. We do take those. Now decisions, right? If we click the Flagellant, we have to heal, and that's a fact. If we don't click the Flagellant, we click the Man-at-Arms, and I'm gonna click the Man-at-Arms first. And I can choose between either dropping another command buff, which will last for the Falling Grounds, which is very important, or drop a Bellow. I'm gonna drop another command buff because I need my Flagellant to have accuracy for the next round, so I'm gonna have to say. I think that's very important. I'm actually a little bit surprised that he clicks the Jester here and just gets afflicted immediately. Of course he goes Paranoid, so that's an extra 10 dodge, but it is minus 25 damage, so it could be worse. Oh, that might be a good act out. He goes for a Harvest into the riposte, doesn't get the immediate death blow, which is wonderful for us. And who goes first next round? He does, actually. That Jester goes first next round. But I don't feel like I'm gonna go for a Redeem right now. I don't feel like that would be a particularly good play. See, we needed that extra 20 accuracy to actually hit him more reliably. And instead of going for that Redeem, I'm gonna do something to prevent that Jester from getting a finale off. Because even with Paranoid and Death's Door, if he gets a nice damage roll with that triple buff and the Blood Red Coin, he could still do enough damage to my Flash. And the doggy dies, the riposte just kills him. The Abomination's turn would have killed the Jester, pretty much confirmed. It would have slammed him to the back. Then it would have been a 3v1. Of course, Man-at-Arms, not too useful, but I would have an Abomination while he would only have a Flagellant, and his Flagellant is closer to Affliction, so I'm gonna have to say that was pretty much a confirmed win for me, and that's gonna be 1 win out of the 5. So let's move on to match number 2. Alright, and we're back. I don't think I even got to mentioning it, but I was playing Shep Stress, and honestly, Shep Stress is my favorite team, and now we are not playing Shep Stress, and we're gonna have a hard time. Oh, I should have brought my team again. Oh, we even has Crusader with Sacred Blade. Oh, I should have so brought my team. Okay, instead I've decided to bring, predicting him to play the same team, I decided to bring what I have right here, which is the Zedus comp. It's this Man-at-Arms with Retribution, and usually it is pretty okay, but in this matchup we're not gonna have that good of a time, I'm gonna have to say. It could still work relatively well for us, but I wish I was playing in a different matchup here. So we're gonna start off with this Bolster, and Bolster is always good when you're playing against a stress team, right? It's plus dodge, minus stress take, and you just take it every time. And my Retribution is pretty much not going to be useful for most of the duration of the match. It's probably going to be a slam on the Crusader. Yeah, that's crippling for me if it lands, and it does land, sadly, very, very sadly. Yeah, it is crippling as of right now for us. Because that slime wasn't even a confirmed chance, but especially because he went first, he just managed to go for that immediate Demon's Pool, just disrupt the Abomination. There's nothing really you can do about it. And right now, first things first, I think I'm gonna drop a Hansari here, just to maybe do some pressure. Oh, there's a dodge. Oh, both bleed res? Come on, Man-at-Arms bleed res? What are you talking about? It's a 90. Oh, this is not looking good. This is absolutely not looking good. Also, I have something here in the top left corner, just so you can keep track of the matches. Forgot to add it. He doesn't even have Monkey Spawn, the Occultist. How did I miss the Harry? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, we have to go for the Crusader turn first. We have to go for this Holy Lance, which is kind of sad here because I did want to not get stunned. And he is going to go for the stun. Oh no, he's going to go Zealous. I'm surprised. I think normally the kind of players that bring this just go for the stun on the enemy Crusader anytime that he doesn't have any extra stun resistance, but it looks like he's playing this a little bit differently, and that is good. Yeah, that is pretty good for us. And there might be another pull coming, I'm not too sure, but I will probably just de-transform B-Spile after he does it as well. But yeah, this is really not a good matchup. Occultist here, especially going first, just absolutely has a wonderful time against my team. I could try slamming that Abomination. That is technically an idea. I'm not sure. If I slam the Abomination, what happens? Well, if I get a good damage roll... If I get a good damage roll, I could win here. Yeah, if I get a good damage roll, I could be winning. I could actually be winning. 9 to 16. I'm gonna go for it. We don't do enough. But, oh, we don't even get the push. Come on, Net. I needed you to give me a push. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. And he got both blights on me, by the way. Nah, he does have the spike chain, so he has an extra blight chance, but still. There's gonna be another Zealous accusation. He just keeps hitting the doggy. He does have one command buff, I suppose, but the dog just doesn't want to dodge right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say this match is looking absolutely lost as of this point, even though it's only by the start of round 2. This is just a matchup that if you do not go first, you're really not gonna have a winning chance, and it's rough. It is rough. And that Abomination right now is doing an insane amount of damage without repulse, considering there's Spike Chain and the extra damage. So this is not looking good. This is absolutely not looking good. I'm gonna drop a Holy Lance on the A-bomb. I have to hope that, well, actually, Stygian Embrace is not that good of an ability. Now, it's only gonna do 3 because I have 50 prots, and he's also at this door. But, I have to hope that I can somehow kill this Abomination, somehow take the match that way, but it's rough. He's gonna go for the Stygian Embrace, he heals for 2. I should be able to do 2 damage, even with the Bell debuff. Let's see, 1 to 2. Oh my god, we got a double crit, and yeah, there's a repulse crit for 14, that hurts. I can't believe I rolled for 1 to 2, that is just saddening. That is really saddening. We did get a double crit, but doggy, I'm sorry, I don't feel like that's gonna save us as of right now. I really don't feel like that's gonna save us. We're gonna drop another Zealous here, might even get the immediate death blow on the doggy, I'm not too sure, let's see what happens. It doesn't get the death blow, but gets a crit on my Crusader, and not on the doggy, but on the Crusader for sure. I'm gonna drop another Hanseri just so we do enough damage. Hopefully we survive the repulse, it's a 40. I do want to apply some stress, no. There he goes. At least we got a crit out of it, and since we got a crit, that means that these characters are now in position to be a little more influential. So we could still have an okay-ish time here. Okay-ish, very okay-ish. We're gonna go for another heal right now, just drop another Stygian Embrace. After that, maybe a B-Spile here. Yeah, maybe a V-Spile here is the play, just so we do some damage. I'm gonna de-transform here, and then I'm gonna B-Spile. We will definitely do 1 damage. He doesn't have a single point of protection. Selfish, please don't pass. We're gonna have to rely on the Zealous accusation, like getting the kill. I think it's gonna. Wow, that hurts. That hurts. He's gotten 2 crits so far, right? Yeah, I think he's gotten 2 crits with that. And he does have Spike Chain, so it is hurting a lot. Even with the Death Door, damn, that's insane. That is pretty insane, I'm gonna have to say. He does have Retribution for some reason with this Underarms, not using the Bellow here. I'm gonna have to disagree with that, but it is working pretty well for him, so what can I say? And Selfish, thankfully no pass. 35, we don't get it. We do not get it, and that's also a massive waste of stress, so I'm gonna have to say that this is pretty much GG. Unless the Abomination just oofs himself right now with Hopeless, then I don't think I have a winning chance anymore. Or maybe a pass. A pass right now into a Retribution kill would be really good too. Let's see. That's a move back, right? Yeah, that's a move back. That's really not going to do anything. He's just going to play safe. He's going to go with the Absolution. Definitely a correct play here. Just keep that character alive. And, yeah, I'm going to have to surrender here. I feel like I don't have a chance anymore. Sadly, the match just didn't go our way. The matchup was not favorable. And we're just going to wipe the slate clean. We're going to go for another match, and we're going to pull it back. Don't worry, guys. On to a match number 3. Alright, and here we are, on to a match number 3, so it looks like it's just going to be stress teams all over. Though this one's a little bit less stress focused. This is more of a duty focus of a team, I'm going to have to say. Interesting stuff. Well, thankfully this time I go first, which means I can actually act with my abomination before the doggy gets pulled, so I'm gonna become the big doggy, and I'm gonna drop a nice slam on that Crusader. That's a very nice slam on that Crusader. So the thing is, considering that he's kind of playing a DOT team, that Holy Lance is going to be a little bit more impactful than what it would normally be on a stress team, but I still think this should be a-okay for us. Let's see, the Abomination does have that net, so that's an 80% move chance. If we resist this right now, it would have been absolutely pog, but sadly we do not. And now we have decisions to make. I could either drop a bolster first, just so we take less stress, or I could move forward, then command, and then Hounsari. I think moving forward, then command, then Hounsari is better here, because we want to do more stress, obviously. We want to do more stress. We're a stress team. I think this is okay. He's gonna go for the Abyssal Artillery. That could hurt. Yeah, it hits both characters, sadly. Well, I don't have Bolster, so I don't think I could have really dodged against these two accuracy trinkets. Maybe with the doggy I did have a dodge chance, but still, relying on those would be... Relying on just the monkey's paw on the base dodge would be a little ambitious, I'm gonna have to say. So I'm gonna drop the command right now. This Antiquarian is kind of in a weird spot. I guess she's a finishing character for this team. And, wow, she's gonna take cover. Yeah, she's kind of in a weird spot, I'm gonna have to say, with this trinket setup, at least for the meantime. I'm gonna go for the Hounsari. Thankfully, we hit everyone, and we get the bleed on everyone, so even though there's no crits, I'm still quite happy with this outcome, because we did need that command buff if we actually wanted to hit the characters with their extra plus 15 dodge. He's gonna go for the Holy Lance on the dog. He does hit and gets an average roll out of it, so it could have been a lot worse. And actually, my Abomination got the crit this time, which means that if you want to hit into this repulse, you're going to eat a big chunk of damage for it. So I'm going to drop it right now, and we do get Blight on both characters, so this is looking really good for us. This is looking really good, because you have to look into this match and think that these three characters are the team, but the Flagellant is also a team on his own. Oh, he's going to keep slamming. I really don't like this kind of play. I really don't like this kind of play from someone, but I guess it is his choice as of right now. I'm gonna drop a bolster here. It is overall just gonna be helpful for us. I don't feel like just clicking your abominations, just continuously pressing slam on a Flagellant is gonna win you matches, because it's gonna activate my healing, and it's gonna make me overall not have that bad of a time, because you're taking stress, I'm healing stress. I'm activating my healing slowly, which is literally what I want, and overall I'm just enjoying myself. And you've also put your Crusader in a position where he doesn't want to do neither Zealous nor Stunning Blow. Because if he goes Stunning Blow into the repulse, well, he's gonna eat a big repulse. If he goes Stunning Blow into the Man at Arms, he's not gonna get the stun, at least he's not very likely to. And if you go Zealous Accusation, then you're also gonna eat a repulse, and you're not even gonna get a stun for it, so... I'm gonna have to say I am quite enjoying the situation here. That Rejuvenating Vapors is not gonna save you, I'm gonna have to say. It is very likely not gonna save him. One thing that could really throw us off right now is if the Flagellant gets stunned. So, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna preemptively redeem here, because I do not want to move forward and have my Flagellant get stunned, and then slammed, and then 25% death load. Because I would be unable to act for round 3, right, if I just move forward right now, so I don't want to go for that. Eat a big repulse. Yes, crit 13! I told you, if you have plus damage, your repulse is gonna hurt like hell. And it hurt like hell, it did hurt like hell. There is a virtue chance on that Crusader, so that could be very dangerous right now, but we're gonna hope that doesn't happen. I'm gonna drop a Bellow here. Let's hope that there's no virtue. Fearful. Okay, Fearful is a decent one for us to get. That could make him move back, which is not as efficient as these two abilities. It could also make him pass. It is overall going to be a decent time for us. It also means that his damage is in the gutter right now, so I am happy at this situation. Quite happy. And also, it's funny that the Crusader has been taking such a beating from this A1. Just crit slam into crit repulsed. This Crusader is really not enjoying himself. I'm forced to act with the Houndmaster right now because there's 2 dazes, and let's drop another Harry. Sadly, no crits, but we do get a hit on everyone. And are those afflictions? Okay, it's 1 affliction. I would have loved 2, but just 1 affliction is okay too. Oh no, 2 afflictions, yeah. Not 3 though, not 3. I would have loved 3. We are gonna get another affliction, but sadly it's gonna be a lot of stress wasted over there. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of stress wasted. So she went masochistic with the finisher, so that's really good for us. And he went paranoid, so it's going to be a little bit of extra dodge. Act out Abyssal Artillery. That's really not a bad act out, I'm going to have to say. But it is the act out that he got. I could click here, or I could move forwards. I think I'm gonna click the Abomination right now. I want to keep my Flatulence turn just to see what he does, just see how he acts. Just see what happens here, you know, just have a look around. So that's going to be a massive waste of stress, and he goes abusive, so any kind of dodge that he had is now gone. But that's also going to give him a little bit more damage. Oh. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. I guess he's going for a Hail Mary play right now. That's a Hail Mary play kind of play. You know, instead of transforming again, he couldn't transform again. What he could have done was just move back and then go for another slam and then be smile, but that's definitely a Hail Mary play, just to go for a 25% stun right there. I'm gonna have to say that getting a kill here would be poggers. Do we go for the kill? Definitely, we go for the kill with transformation. It's gonna have double value. It's gonna be either a slam or not. Do we go for a slam or do we go for something else? Well, if we go for a slam, we prevent any more Abyssal Artilleries from coming through. It's also going to put the 1-in-1, but honestly I don't mind it all that much. Yeah, getting the Crusader pushed all the way to the back when he's fearful and bellow debuffed and at this door means that Holy Lance is tickling us right now, so he's pretty much out of the match as of this point, and Serge just surrenders, so that was an okay surrender. And we take match number 3 with Shep's Dress, so on to match point for Shepherd Doggy. So if I win the next one, it is going to be GG for this best of 5, so let's see what happens. Alright, and here we go again, on to a match number 4. So definitely do let me know if you prefer these kinds of videos, or if you do enjoy watching these kinds of videos, because it's been like very fast-paced action on this very competitive setting, where both players are really laying their heart out to try and get some wins here. That's an interesting play, going for the immediate defender on the occultist, and right now I'm gonna have to think a little bit harder because I am playing a Mark team, so sadly we do not go first, so that is indeed a big sadly. I don't feel like a battle ballad is necessary. I'm gonna regret that, by the way, but I don't feel like a battle ballad is necessary as of right now, so I am oh, there's Stygian Embrace. Ooh, that Stygian Embrace is gonna be tough to deal with, but I am gonna mark this Abomination because we do want to get him out of the match as quickly as possible, especially, oh really, immediate Stygian, wow, immediate Stygian, okay. Do we just flare then? Just remove that Stygian. He doesn't have infinite uses on that. I am surprised. Typically you only use that when he's at this door. I am... What? Oh yeah, okay, she's not clicked. Okay, she's not clicked. I thought my flare was logged for some reason. Honestly, I feel like this is a favorable situation for us, so we're just gonna trade it 1 for 1. Of course, it's my Arbalest round for his Occultist round, and my Arbalest round is the most important one because Sniper Shot on A-bomb. But yeah, let's see how this goes. It's gonna be a punish. Kind of lucky to hit that actually, 75 to hit, but he gets those. He gets those, he takes those, we know how it is. I'm gonna drop a Harvest here, hopefully do some very nice DOT on both characters. We do get some nice DOT on both characters, so it's gonna start ticking away. And it's gonna make that Abomination much less tanky. So I wonder who he goes to slam, either the Crusader or the Bounty Hunter. He decides to go for the Bounty Hunter, gets a crit out of it too, that is lucky. He's been getting some very nice damaging abilities on this BH, so he's definitely not enjoying himself. I'm gonna go for a Stunning Bow here, just prevent the Abomination from detransforming or doing anything that he likes. He might just go for another Stygian Embrace right now. I'm not sure. Just prevent me from going Sniper Shot. I would just wait after I Sniper Shot to go for the Stygian Embrace. No, he just does it. He just does it. He just stealths up. And who's my damaging character now then? That is the question. Well, I guess it's gonna be the Jester. I'm gonna drop another Harvest. I still feel like I will have enough damage here with Smite to take down this Abomination, especially if I drop a Bola, but I won't be able to drop a Bola. He's stealthed. Oh, it lasts 2 rounds, so I can't even wait out the stealth. And of course I don't go first round 3, so I really need to either get a kill this round or... Oh, I don't think I can get a kill this round. How do I get a kill this round? That's rough. That is really rough right now, okay. I'm gonna... Did he get to bleed? No, he did not, thankfully. Very, very thankfully for us. I'm gonna go for the Flare here. Fun fact, Flare clears can't be guarded debuff, but that's literally gonna do nothing for us right now. It might look like it's not gonna clear it, but it's gone in 3, 2, 1, and there it goes. So, kind of a weird one, how that works. Do we get a dodge? Oh, not on the Crusader though, not on the Crusader. So I'm gonna have to hope that I roll for 10 with Smite here. So maybe we get to surprise him with the Smite. We do get to surprise him. And right now, this is gonna be absolutely beautiful, because typically I'd have a 50% chance of getting a death blow with Caltrops, but right now I have 80 because I got the Mark for Death debuff on him. So my kill chance is an 80%, and we take it with double value of getting the bleed on everyone, and we have Finale up and ready to go. So this is definitely not looking bad for us. Most definitely not looking bad. If I'd failed that kill, I would have said that maybe not GG, but close to GG, I'm gonna have to say. Because if you don't get that kill right there, he's gonna de-transform, he's gonna go heal, and then you need to do so many more things to get him down again. Don't forget there's guards with Numbing Instance, there's heals. I need to play, I need to focus, the match is not won. I cannot start commenting on hypotheticals right now. Stun on the Flagellant, is that a good idea? Well, it's damage on the Flagellant and it prevents him from acting, so yes, that's a good idea. Does it prevent him from acting? No, we failed the 85% stun. Of course we do. Sacred Blade, Brass Knuckles, letting me down immensely right now. That's gonna allow that Flagellant to get a Reign of Sorrows off, or a Punish. I'm not too sure what he wants to do right here. So, definitely not ideal. Very, very far from ideal, but we're doing some very heavy DOT on that mana arm, so that is good. Whoa, that's a lot of Bellow debuff fails. Yeah, that's a lot of Bellow debuff fails. That's nice, I do like seeing that. Okay, right now we're gonna drop a bullet here. If we got to kill this corpse, it would actually be pretty good. So we're doing some damage on the corpse, and he's bleeding out as well, so that's actually not too bad. He does get to go first next round, so... Wait, actually, not getting the stun could have been good here, because he's not gonna get extra stun resistance. He's probably gonna guard with the mana arms though. Yeah, he's probably gonna change guards or something. So let's see, I'm definitely not gonna go Dirk Stab on the Flagellant because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a monkey. I'm gonna keep him away from the 14 HP, you know, the golden number. I'm gonna keep him away from that for as long as possible. And I'm gonna drop a come hither right now on that mana arms. You might be asking, well, why? It does push the mana arms position too, so if it does come down to a pull, I will be able to do that, but it is overall disruption, and honestly, just moving forward the Bounty Hunter here maybe wouldn't do that much as of right now, because he's probably gonna die anyway to something that's coming up. Yeah, let's see, does he die? Yeah, he dies. He's gone, he's very sadly gone, but right now we have a good play here, so I'm gonna go for this 85% stun. He is forced to guard here if we stun him, because if he doesn't, he's just gonna get finale'd, and obviously if I get finale off, I win. So he's gonna go for that defender, but that's gonna open up a window for me to actually get a kill on this mana arms. Oh, Arbalest, don't let me down. Please do not let me down. She's gonna go Afflicted right now. I really don't want her to let me down, because this would be horrible. There's another thing I can do. There's two things I can do right now. The game is in my hands. We go Fearful. Okay, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. That's just some stress. So I could either... Whoa! 5 to 8 there. What? Why is it so bad? Because there's no mark? Fearful, 2 Bellow debuffs. How much am I doing to the mana arms? I'm not doing 12. Oh, yes, I am! 5 to 8? What do you mean? I'm doing a truckload of damage. What do you mean the character with 0 prot is taking 5 to 8 and character with 45 prot is taking 25? Hell yeah, that's how we roll when we get to death blow on that man at arms. So I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna be overly confident here. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, but I'm gonna be overconfident right now. And what the hell is he doing? Why did he go for that? Yeah, okay, he's just gonna surrender. So that's gonna be a GG. It's gonna be 3-1 for the Shepherd Doggy, and we are gonna take this best of 5. Come on, give me Darkest Sun. Nah, it's a matchmaking duel. So it is gonna be a big GG's to Serge. This last match was definitely interesting plays by him to go for that Stygian Embrace. I feel like what failed for him was, in terms of stress output, he didn't really do all that much. So if he had managed to keep the Abomination alive, it would have been great, but the Caltrops got that 80% death blow, and at that point it was essentially GG if he didn't get some very, very, very lucky stun resistances and all that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this unusually competitive string of matches. You know, I haven't gone for a best of 5 in quite a while, but I'm definitely pumped, I'm definitely hyped, I definitely enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. So I will see you again another time. Cheers.